Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Happy new month and welcome to the month of love. All right, let's look at what we have today. The incident that took place in Oyo State, precisely in Igangan, the Ibarapa local government area, precisely, is still pending as more details are coming up right away. And this time around, the details are actually coming from the evicted Seriki Fulani of Iganga, talking about Salihu Abdul Kadar, as he has opened up on some things we did not know. According to him, he said that Sunday Igboho was actually being instigated by some politicians. And he had also given more details about the things that he lost and a lot of other things that have transpired. And we're going to be looking at that in a jiffy. But first of all, if you're not subscribed to our channel, kindly hit the red subscribe button and also the bell icon so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Let's look at the news in detail. The evicted Seriki Fulani of Igangang, Salihu Abdul Kadar, has opened up on why Sunday Igboho and the native of Iganga are allegedly after his life. In an interview in Ilorin on Saturdays, the 78-year-old Abdul Kadar accused a politician in the state of being the mastermind behind the attack on him and his people. According to him, he said, and I quote, he said the politician led Sunday Igboho to his house to issue the quit notice to him, which was followed by the attack on his house on January 22nd, sorry. Let me take that again. According to him, he said, the politician led Sunday Igboho to his house to issue the quit notice to him, which was followed by the attack on his house on January 22nd, 2021. The Seriki Fulani said talks of the politician, who are also alleged to be kidnappers, were reported to the police in 2020 with some arrested and now in police net. I have assisted the police several times to apprehend kidnapped suspects irrespective of whether they are of Fulani or Yoruba origin. At a point, that man approached me to rescue twins arrested over an alleged kidnap case and now in prison, he stated. The Seriki Fulani dismissed the allegation against him, saying, "How do I now become a kidnap kingpin when I am the one who reports and help the police to apprehend suspects in such cases?" He lamented that despite his positive contribution to the socio-economic development of Iganga town in the last 50 years, the people of the town paid him in bad coins. Abdul Kadar said he has been conferred several awards and chieftaincy titles as a result of his contribution to humanity, even by the Nigerian Union of Journalists, NUJ, Kwara State Council in 2014. The Seriki Fulani said during the January 22nd attack, a block of separate 4-bedroom flats, 8 vehicles owned by him, his children and others, 206 cows, as well as over 1 million naira cash meant for procurement of materials were burned to ashes. He also traced the enmity between the community and Fulani to the period when the Fulani federal government created the Western Region Grazing Reserve in the area, which gave the impression that the government has ceded the grazing reserve to the Fulanis. He allied the fear of residents in Ilorin, its environment, and the state generally, that his relocation to Ilorin would not create any threat to as being speculated by the people following the influx of herders into the state after his eviction from Iganga. According to him, he said, "I am not a criminal. I have never bailed any one of my 6 graduate children who are doing well and some overseas. So how do I constitute a threat to the people of my state? I'm a bona fide indigene of Ilorin. My mother hailed from Baboko quarters of Ilorin. My father was a herder who had his root at Abe Emi in Ilorin West local government area of Kwara State. But because of our family occupation, my forbade relocation to Temideri in Asa local government area where I was born. My great-grandfather was born at Temideri too," he stated. According to him, typical of our occupation, we moved from the community and relocated to the then western region, first to a place near Oyo State, but later moved to Ibarapa with my father just after the Nigerian Civil War in 1970s. And I have been in Iganga until the quit notice issued by Sunday Igboho. Oh my God, that seems to touch the hearts of people, I guess. But I feel that the issue that we have on ground there is allowing issue of insecurity to stay for too long. It's making those who possibly, I'm saying this not because I have much knowledge of what is happening in Ibarapa, but I'm saying this based on a lot of things that have happened thus far. Now, the truth of the matter is, when issues come up and authorities concerned do not jump into it and get it resolved immediately, you realize that even the innocent will be affected in the process. And possibly, maybe that's what happened there. He has given all his own version. I cannot give judgment based on what he has said. But if you take a look at some of the things that he has said, you will notice that to some extent, if the people of Kwara State and other people have given him award for his contribution to the socio-economic aspect of their state, that means he wasn't doing badly, which means some persons have cross-carpeted into the environment and ended up corrupting his relationship with, the people of Oyo State. But guess what? The deed has been done, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. The truth of the matter is, the Fulanis need to learn to call their people to order if they understand that every other human being is like a Fulani. Everyone's life matters. As much as we know on earth, no one is more superior to the other. Even if there is coloration differences and all of that, maybe economic ability, and it doesn't mean that you are far better than the other person. And considering the fact that you are going to live in a strange land, you've got to understand that the people, they are watching you with their three eyes open. And if you do anyhow, the truth is that you will see anyhow. If when this issue came up, some of them decide to meet with the state government, call them to order and said, sir, with what is happening, I am not comfortable because I know very soon I will be pointed at as being part of those doing this. I would love you to do this, to do this, to do this so that we can curb all of this. All this problem we are having wouldn't have been there. Now, guess what? The issue of Fulani has spiraled into the air such that every community, every individual in the 6 geopolitical zone do not want to house them. Or maybe the Northerners can do it, but the South is very, very careful of them because already there's an antecedent about Kwara State and some other places. Do you understand? So it's important the government would have done something speedily about this, because what Sunday Igboho did is something that most people have been waiting for. They were hoping that it will happen even more speedy than when it happened. We've heard of what the Fulanis did. It's not a lie. It's absolutely true. So if they have done all of that, they shouldn't expect the people to fold their hands and watch. Next time, if you find yourself in an environment, for example, now, based on what he has said here, he's currently at Kwara State, maybe at Ilorin. Talk to your people. If you hear of any issues coming up and all of that, scream, shout. Let the government of the day know that you are a peace-loving man and you will not sit back and watch things just happen anyhow. That's what we want to see. Because the truth of the matter is, as a country, we are expected to coexist. You understand? We are not expected to be of, we don't expect to begin to practice racism and all of that. We are supposed to stay together, work together, build a country to become enviable as maybe United Arab Emirates and other great countries out there. But for your people to come in and begin to take laws into their hand, nobody will watch them do this. You've heard the news, and just go to our comment section. What do you think about this new confession that we are hearing from the Seriki or the evicted Seriki Fulani of Iganga? Let's interact in the comment section.